Hello everybody, today we are going to do our PET class, alright? So please remember the correct book, it should be this one, right? And then we will have some homework later, so if you want to start after the lesson, you can start your homework immediately with this book, right? So it's a PET number 5, remember number 5, alright? Okay, let's move on quickly. So let's go to page 108, alright? So on page 108, we will have a new topic or a subtopic of what we learned last week. Last week we learned about going out, right? Going out or graffiti, right? Many things. So now let's go to page 108. Going to the theater. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 parts. But for today, we will only do 1 to 4. Part 5 you can try to do at home by yourself. Okay, I'll teach you how. But we will not do it in class, alright? So same as your book, we have part 1 over here. Okay, part 1 over here. Alright, so the words that I've written down should be inside a circle, right? Inside a circle. So now let's read the topic. Going to the theater. Going to the theater, okay? Some of you might spell theater like this. T-H-E-A-T-E-R. That is also correct. You can spell it with E-R or R-E. Both are correct, alright? And then we have to match the collocation. What does this word mean? Collocation. C-O-L-L-O-C-A-T-I-O-N. Collocation. Alright, what does collocation mean? Collocation means two words that have a relationship that make a phrase, okay? For example, get out, wake up, okay? So we have wake and we have up. These two are different words, right? We put them together to have a meaning, right? So these two are collocations of a word. Wake up, right? Or time's up, right? It's also a collocation. So the first one they gave you, what's the example they gave you in the circle? Performance. Performance times. What does this word mean, or this collocation, or this phrase mean? Performance times. What does this word mean? Performance times. The screening, okay? The screening, what time they show. The performances, okay? So these words are all related to theater. All related to theater. Alright, let's go on to the second one, okay? I will go to maybe the hardest word you don't know yet. This word. Matinee, okay? Matinee. It comes from the French word matinee. In French, we have the letter, right? The E has an accent. But in English, we will not have an accent, okay? So matinee in French means morning, okay? But in English, it means afternoon, okay? So matinee means afternoon. A-F-T-E-R-N-O-O-N. Okay, you can write that down on your book. Matinee means afternoon. Matinee. Alright, we use this word to talk about afternoon shows in theater or in cinema. So, what show are you going to watch? I'm going to watch the matinee show or the matinee performance. Okay? So, matinee performance. Okay? Matinee performance. Alright? Matinee. Matinee, okay? It's matinee. Alright, next one we have the word running. Running what? Running circle, running interval, or running time? What do you think? Alright, anyone in the class can guess? Running? No guesses? Alright, the answer is running time, okay? You might not be familiar with this word. I will teach you what it means now. So if someone will ask you, ooh, I like that movie Joker, but I think it was a very long movie. What was the running time of the movie? That means how long was the movie for? Running time. For example, let's pretend this lesson is a movie. If this lesson is a movie, what is the running time of this lesson? 1 hour. Very good. So running time means duration of something, okay? Usually means a movie, a play, or a film, musical, etc. Okay? Next one, we have interval. What interval? Upper interval or 15-minute interval?
What is interval?
Alright, so look over here. I'll maybe write down over here. Alright, I will show you what interval is. So let's say a movie or this class, right? This class is 1 hour. 1 hour and maybe say 30 minutes, right? 1 hour, 30 minutes, this class. Class 1. And then in between the classes, we have a 15-minute break. And then we have class 2. Another 1 hour and 30 minutes. And then another 15-minute break. And then so on and so forth, right? Another 15-minute, and then so on and so forth. Now, these 15 minutes are what we call intervals. Inter, right? Inter means inside. So within the classes, class 1, class 2, class 3, we have 15-minute intervals, right? You can say intervals means break, but intervals means in between, okay? In between, intervals, alright? So it should be 15-minute intervals, okay? Or interval. Alright, 15-minute interval. Alright, next one we have lastly the upper circle, okay? Upper circle. What does upper circle mean? Upper circle. Try to have you guys been on an airplane before? Yes, right? And on an airplane we have different kinds of class, right? I will draw it here again. So we have economy, right? Economy class. We have first class. And then we have business class, right? Right? Economy, first class, and business class. Now, if this is on planes, we also have for theater, right? In theaters, we have stalls, royal circles, and upper circle and gallery. So this one will be like, how to say, like a gallery, okay? That means very small space, everyone very crowded, right? And then we have the first class. The first class can be the upper circle, right? And then we have the royal circle, the business class. The best view, right? The best view. And then this one is like the middle, right? But it's called upper because we have one that is lower. Lower, upper, and then the best, royal class, okay? Royal circle. So, upper circle. So when we want to watch a lot of theater, lots of plays, most people who can afford it, who can pay for it, right? They will go for either the upper class or the royal class, right? The best seats. All right. So now we have some listening to do, okay? Listening. Now that we know the words here, right? We know the words here and the collocations. Let's try to listen for them in the recording, okay? So we have Theatre Royale or Theatre Royal Haymarket, okay? So currently showing performance times, seating prices, and school tickets, all right? So let's listen to the recording and answer the questions briefly, okay? PET number 5. Why can't I find it? Okay. Let me find it first. Sorry. 5. Whew, I can't find it. Sorry, boys and girls. Let me search for it. Okay. 4 and 5. Got it. Are you ready?
Exercise 2, page 108.
Thank you for calling the Theatre Royal Haymarket. We are currently showing When Harry Met Sally with Luke Perry and Alison Hannigan in the leading roles. Performance times are as follows. Monday to Saturday, 8 p.m. Matinees, Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Running time is 2 hours, 15 minutes with a 15-minute interval. Seating prices are stalls, £40, Royal Circle, £40 and £37.50, Upper Circle, £26 and £19, and Gallery, £12. Group rates are available for groups of 10 or more on the top 2 prices for Monday to Thursday evening and Wednesday and Saturday matinee performances only. School tickets are £15 for groups of 10 or more, and are valid for Monday and Tuesday evenings and Wednesday matinee only.
Okay, so we've gotten the answers, right? So currently showing is a movie named When Harry Met Sally with which actors, right? With Luke Perry and Alison Hannigan. So the first one should be with, W-I-T-H, okay? W-I-T-H, with. Alright, number 2, performance times, Monday to Saturday at 8 p.m. or matinees on a Wednesday. Wednesday, capital W, right? W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Wednesday at Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Running time is 2 hours and how many minutes? 15 minutes, right? 2 hours and 15 minutes with 15-minute intervals. That means after 2 hours and 15 minutes, they will have a 15-minute break and then another movie, 15-minute break, okay? Seating prices. Stalls at 40 pounds. That's like around 500 Hong Kong dollars maybe, or 490. Right? Or the Royal Circle is also 40 pounds, right? 40 pounds. Quite expensive. And then gallery is 12 pounds. That's like 130 Hong Kong dollars maybe. Right? 12 pounds. Alright, for school tickets. 15 pounds for groups of 10 or more. So if you are 10 or more, you only have to pay 15 pounds for groups of 10 or more, right? Easy. Check your answers, please. Number 1 with, number 2 Wednesday. Remember capital W, W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y. Alright, and then number 3, 15 minutes. Number 4, 40 pounds. Number 5, 12 pounds. And number 6, groups of 10 or more, okay? Now let's move on to part 3 on your book, okay? So booking tickets, reading exercise. Read the first 3 lines of the dialogue. What are the speakers talking about? So, first 3 lines of the dialogue. Which dialogue? Go on the right-hand side, okay? A and B are talking, okay? So let's read the first 3 lines. Let's read A. UCI booking line, can I help you? Hello, yes. I'd like to book 2 tickets for the new James Bond film, please. Certainly. When for? There are screenings at 5:30 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10:30 p.m. every day. Alright, so what do you think the speakers are talking about? What are they talking about? I'll give you around 10 seconds just to think. Alright, quickly think. 10 seconds. Everyone at home can shout out their answers. Alright, so what are they talking about? Students in the class, can you shout out your answers? Anyone?
They are talking about how B wants to book the James Bond film.
Right, they want to
Time or
right, they want to book a time, right, to watch the film. So that's called booking a what? Booking a ticket, right? Booking a ticket, okay? So very easy, just booking a ticket. Booking a ticket about whichever, right? James Bond film, a flight, a plane ticket, etc. Whichever is correct, right? Alright, now, in which context do we expect to find these words? Context, okay? In which context? In what situation do we expect? Do we, what's the easy word for expect? Do we believe, to see, or to find these words? The words are showing, fully booked, credit card, box office, tickets, and screenings, alright? So let's listen to their conversation and you can answer me after listening, alright? So listen carefully, you can read as well.
Exercise 3B, page 108.
UCI booking line, can I help you?
Hello. Yes. I'd like to book 2 tickets for the new James Bond film, please.
Certainly. When for? There are screenings at 5:30 p.m., 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. every day.
In that case, I think the 5:30 one on Friday, please.
I'll just check. Sorry, that showing is fully booked. Would you like me to try the later one?
Yes, please, if you could.
Yes, there are seats available for the 8 o'clock showing. Can I take your name and credit card number, please?
Darren Brown. It's 5747 8259 6398 0102.
Thank you. You can collect your tickets from the box office any time from 5 p.m. today until 10 minutes before the start of the film on Friday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Okay, so let's go through the words. Showing. What is that talking about? Showing. Hey, I'll just check, sorry. That showing is fully booked. Would you like me to try a later one? The movie...
Ticket.
The movie ticket?
That's full.
The
Seats.
The movie seats? Okay, could be. It's, showing is actually the actual movie at that kind of time, scheduled time, right? So similar to screening, okay? So showing is similar to screening. What about fully booked? Fully booked. Sorry, that show is fully booked. What does that mean, fully booked?
There's no seats.
Right, no more seats available, no tickets available, right? Fully booked. Now, why is it called fully booked? Because a long time ago, when you go to somewhere to reserve a place, right? You tell them, I want to reserve my place for 5 p.m. Where will they write that piece of information? They will write it on a book, okay? And that book is called a reservation book, okay? That's why when they say fully booked, that means the book, the page of the book is already full. No more space for you, right? Okay, next one, credit card. What is a credit card? Yes, there are seats available for 8 o'clock showing. Can I take your name and credit card number, please?
A card that can pay money.
Right, a card that you use to pay money. But be careful. Credit cards means money that you don't own, okay? So credit means you borrow the money from the bank, okay? Credit, that means you have to pay back, okay? Alright, next one. Box office, box office. You can collect your tickets from the box office anytime from 5 p.m. today until 10 minutes before the start of the film on Friday. Box office. When you go to a cinema, there's always a counter, right? So when you walk in a cinema, there's a counter to buy tickets, and then you go inside, right? So that is a box office, the counter. Now, why do they call them box offices? Why do they call them box office? Right? Maybe I have to show you some pictures. For students at home as well, I'll show you pictures, okay? Old school box. Okay, let me turn on the TV. Now they're called box office because they look like a box. Okay, let's try to find. Yes, got it. We have 3 examples for you, okay? Alright, so in the theater, right? This is in the US or in the UK. So in the cinema or in the theater, nowadays it looks like this one, right? Very modern, a little modern, right? Nowadays it looks like this one, the box office, right? So this is where you buy the tickets. Okay, in Hong Kong it's different, right? In Hong Kong it's a very long desk, right? But in the US and the UK it looks like this. It looks like a box, right? A box, a big box with one person inside, and you can buy the ticket. Now, old school, a long time ago, it would look like this. Very, very long time ago. And it looks like a box, right? That's why they call it a box office. Alright? Okay, good. So that's a box office. What about tickets? Very easy, right? The piece of paper that you show that you have a reservation for this time for this movie, right? Screenings. Screenings are similar to showings, okay? Showings mean the movie itself and the time. Screening means just the time available, alright? Understand? Good. Now, we have to look at the dialogues and find the phrases or sentences. Where did I write that down? Over here. Alright, find the phrases akin to the prompts. Akin means similar to. A-K-I-N. A new word for you, okay? Try to write that down in your work. Note it down. Akin means similar to. Akin. A-K-I-N. Oh, wait, you don't have the word, right? So just write down the word Akin. A-K-I-N. You can write down a number 4. Akin. A-K-I-N means similar to. Now, the prompts are, what can I do for you? Which sentence or phrase in the dialogue can mean the same as, what can I do for you?
Can I help you?
Very good. Can I help you? Can I help you, right? C-A-N-I-H-E-L-P-Y-O-U question mark. Right? What can I do for you is similar to can I help you, right? Same meaning, just to help somebody. Next one. What time or what date and time? When for. Very good. When for. W-H-E-N-F-O-R. I need 10 tickets to go to Paris, France. And then someone will ask you, when for? When do you need it for? When for? Question number 3. Let me see. Let me see.
I'll just check.
Very good. I'll just check. I'll means I will just check. You put just here to kind of emphasize, right? Please give me some time. I'll just check it for you. All right. Number 4. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, could you do it for me?
Could.
Yes, very good. If you could. If you could. If you don't mind. If you don't mind, could you get me a glass of water? If you could you get me a glass of water? All right. So number 5, portfolio. We don't need to do that, okay? It needs to be a whole class of students. So we'll skip that. But you can look at the fun time, right? The girl in the box office says, "That's the 5th ticket you've bought, sir." And then the man says, "I know. There is a girl inside who keeps tearing them up." So silly, right? Because when you go to a cinema to watch a movie, you give your ticket and they will cut one part, right? And they will keep it. But he thought the girl is breaking his ticket, right? So he kept buying five tickets. So silly. All right, moving on. Let's go to page 109. Describing pictures. Describing pictures. Should be very interesting, okay? Now look at the picture above, right? We have a picture of a boy. Maybe he's in a rock, on top of a rock. Maybe that's a beach. Maybe those are houses. We don't know yet, right? So look at the picture or look at the painting and complete the texts. All right, so we have 7 questions, all right? In this painting, I see a young man sitting a rock by the sea. What do you think the answers should be? In this painting, I blank see a young man. Very good, Jenny. I can see a young man. I can see a young man sitting a rock by the sea. Sitting a rock by the sea. Very good. Sitting on a rock. Sitting on a rock by the sea. He is wearing blue-green trousers and a shirt. And he has a green cap his head. Green cap on his head. Very smart. Easy, simple. On his head. Alright. He is staring out to the sea. I think he is unhappy. There is because. Alright, because. Alright, there is nobody with him. In the background, I can see the beach, some houses, a few trees, and mountains. It's hard to see clearly, but it looks like as if are some people walking.
There are.
There are. Smart. It seems as if there are people walking the shore.
Walking on.
Walking on, side by side. What do you call that? Side by side, walking together. Or walking amongst. Walking, letter A.
Along.
Along, very good. Walking along the shore. The artist has used bright, sunny colors, but the painting makes me feel. Alright, painting makes me feel a little sad. Feel a little sad, right? Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? Yes or no? So now let's talk about how to describe paintings, right? We can use the exercise A as an example, right? Exercise A as an example. we have to use, right? Talk about the main subject. So in this picture that we talked about, who is the main subject? The boy, right? The first picture, the main subject is the boy, right? So now let's try to talk about the second picture, right? Talk about the main subject, the setting. What is setting? The background, right? The background and also the environment. Where are they, right? Setting. The colors also and the background, okay? And also describe your feelings towards the painting. Please use the present tense when you talk about your feelings. Alright? So main subject, setting, colors, background, and your feelings. I'll give you around... Is 30 seconds enough time? 30 seconds enough time? Or one minute? Alright, let's go with 1 minute, okay? I'll give you a minute to think about the painting, alright? And we will share our answers later. Yeah, the second painting with the girl, okay? So everyone at home, please shout out your answers now. The second painting with the girl, right? With the girl. So you may talk about the painting now. Okay, time is up. Alright, so just to give you an example, I will try it myself, okay? Remember, we're talking about the picture of the woman and the dog, okay? So I will give an example, alright? In this painting, I can see a young lady and a dog near a lake. Okay? She is sitting on a rock and is trying to do something, but she looks like she's troubled. The dog, on the other hand, looks very relaxed as he stares into the lake. I think the painter used a lot of earthy colors like brown, green, and some grays. I feel like the painting tells a story of the separation between human and nature, right? The human wants to be happy trying to do its own thing, whereas the dog is already happy with nature. And the flowers on the ground separates human from nature because they choose to do so. The painting makes me feel quite sad, but also amazed at how the painter can capture such feelings or such emotions. Alright? See, you can talk about paintings in any way you like, right? In any way. Paintings have different emotions for different people, right? So, can Jenny start? Can you say loudly? Can you describe the painting in your way? Loudly, please.
In this painting, I can see a young lady and her dog. The young lady was sitting on the rock by the lake. She was wearing a white dress and a white hat.
Yes.
She was looking on her dog because she wanted to relax, but because of dress, so she can't relax.
Right, because of her dress, right? It's too big, maybe.
Too
Good.
big. I think a little bit sad for her because she can't do her thing she wants.
Right. You feel like because of her dress, right? She can't really do the things that she wants. Okay, because it's color white, right? She can't make it dirty. Alright, very good. How about Kotik? Can we hear yours loud and clear, please?
In the painting, I can see a girl that is sitting on a rock and a dog that was lying by the lake, and I see The girl is wearing white shirts. She looks like so sad. I think the dog is so relaxed, and I think the color of the painting makes me so sad. I think the background is so amazing. It creates a lot of it makes me so sad.
Maybe you can say it creates a lot of emotions, right? A lot of feelings. Okay. Any more? Or that's it? That's it? Very good. Good work, guys. Very good. So you talked about the clothes of the subject, right? The main subjects, the dog and the lady or the girl. The colors, you both talk about the colors, the background, the setting, right? The lake and how it made you feel. Very good. Good work. All right. So now let's go to number 7, expressing preferences. Number 7, page 109. Expressing preferences. We know what express means, right? Express. Express means to show or to share, right? Preferences, right? What do you prefer to do in your alone time? I prefer to lay down in bed and just sleep. So prefer means what you like versus what you don't like. Okay? Preference. What you like versus what you don't like, right? That's called your preference. Okay? So, for example, would you prefer to study here in class or watch the video at home, right? So would you prefer this or would you prefer that? Which one would you like? Which one you don't like, right? Prefer. So now let's go to the prompt, okay? Look at the magazine extract on the right-hand side. Don't miss out, right? What is it advertising? ADVERTISING. This is one word, right? Advertising. There's a hyphen, means one word, okay? Advertising, that's one word. What does the word advertising mean? Advertising. Coca-Cola advertised a new product called Coke Zero. So what does advertising mean? Coca-Cola launched its new advertising campaign for its new product, Coca-Cola 100. Right? What does advertising mean? Promote or sell. Alright? Sell, but not selling like, I give you this, okay? $500, I buy it please. No, they sell it through what? Through words, okay? This is the best drink I've ever had. You should try it too. That's how companies sell, right? So on this side, what are they advertising? What are they advertising in the magazine extract? The Rocker Rollers Live, Shakespeare's Hamlet, Come to the Circus, Annual Hanley Rock Festival. What are they trying to advertise?
They want you to come to the circus.
Right, they want you to come to the circus. What else?
They don't want you to miss out the fantastic live performance.
Very good. So what do we call those things? We have different performances, different events. Very good. We call them events, right? They are trying to sell events. Right? Events. Christmas party, birthday party, concerts, right? These are called events, right? They're advertising or promote or sell events, such as the Rocking Rollers Live. That's a concert, right? Shakespeare's Hamlet, that is a play. Come to the Circus, that is a performance. And the annual Hanley Rock Festival is a festival of music, okay? Now let's go to part 8, intonations or sentence stress. Now in the Chinese language, we have tones, right? Different tones. So one word can mean another word in different tones, right? You can say mother, but sometimes it becomes a horse, right? Different tones. So be careful of your tones. In English, we have something similar, but not same as Chinese tones, right? We call them intonation. How we flow when we're reading, right? So you can't just say, I am so hungry, right? Or you can't say, are you hungry? No, because it's a question, so it's, are you hungry? right? You have to go up. Now, when we're speaking as well, we have different sentence stresses, okay? So in words, we also have word stresses like, okay, let's look here. Let's look at this word, intonation, right? In this word itself, we have stress in this word, intonation. So intonation, right? We don't say intonation, right? It's intonation. So these are stresses. So I want you to underline the stresses in these sentences, okay? I will read it out for you and you underline A and B. I'll read A a couple of times, you underline the stress. In which syllable? Syllable means one sound, right? So what is one sound? Would is one sound. You is one sound. Weekend is two sounds. So only underline the syllables, one sound, okay? But lots of them have stresses, okay? So I will read it now, okay? Please pay attention. All right. What would you like to do this weekend? What would you like to do this weekend? What would you like to do this weekend? Okay? Alright, so tell me the stresses. Everyone at home, shout it out. Shout it out. Right? Let's see if you're correct. We'll check the answers. Alright, let's start with Kotik. Kotik, give me one stress.
What?
What? Very good. What? Okay? So that, if you say what with a stress, the receiver, the person you're talking to, knows at the end you're going to ask the question, right? What else? Jenny, what?
Like.
Like, right? Like. You can say maybe the first part of like, right? You don't say like. You say, what would you like to do, right? What else? Kotik.
Would.
What would? What would you like to do? You can say would too. But in this case, right? We have what already. So we will skip the stress here. If you stress both next to each other, it will sound weird. It will be, what would you like to do, right? It's weird. Alright, so what would you like to do, alright, this weekend? Which one? Which one do you think?
Weekend.
Right, this part of weekend, right? And we have the question mark. It's always tied to the last syllable, weekend. And also, the stress here on the weekend part, this means speaker A only is asking about the weekend, not about the weekday. So if speaker A asks, what would you like to do this weekend? And then they say, on Monday I really want to go to the Rock and Rollers concert, right? Then she fails to put the stress, or he fails to put the stress. That's why they put the stress here, weekend, so that B will know, I am only free to go out with you on the weekend, not the weekday. I only want to go out with on the weekend, right? Alright, so those are the stresses. Okay, now let's go to B. Let's go to B. Alright, so what would you like to do this weekend? And then B says, I'd really like to go to Rocking Rollers concert. Alright, where are the stresses there? I'd really like to go to the Rocking Rollers concert.
Really.
Right, I'd really, right? I'd really. So I'd really like to go to the Rocking Rollers concert, right? So sometimes when we are angry, we also have the similar stress, right? For example, I haven't been eating since my breakfast, right? And so I will go home and I will tell my mommy, I'll say, Mommy, I want to eat a cheese hamburger now, right? A cheese hamburger now, or a cheeseburger now. You see? Cheeseburger and now, right? These are the stresses. So when she's stressed, Rocking Rollers concert, we can say that she's excited about it, right? And really means she really wants to go to this, right? And here we have letter R's and letter R's, right? What do we call this kind of literary device? We call this alliteration. Let me put some space over here. alliteration. Can you please put that on your book? Circle the R's, Rocking Rollers, the R's. put an arrow and call it alliteration. alliteration, alliteration. Now what is alliteration? Alliteration is using the same letters at the start, okay? Right, rocking rollers. We have the word candy cane. Right, candy cane. When someone always says no to many things, we call them a Debbie Downer or a negative Nancy. Right, D and D, N and N. We call that alliteration, okay? Rocking Rollers concert. Why do people use alliteration? Because it sounds nice to the ears, right? Krispy Kreme. Do you know Krispy Kreme? No? It's a kind of donut in the US. Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts. D and D, right? Candy cane, right? What else? What else can I? Coca-Cola. Also Coca-Cola, right? C and C. Because it sounds nice to the ears, right? So this is alliteration. Alright, let's skip that. Let's go to asking part, okay? Asking, expressing preferences. So when you're asking someone what would they like to do, you will say, what would you like to do? What would you like to eat? What would you like to play? Or if you want to suggest, right? You want to suggest something. No need to ask them what they want. You suggest, you could say, would you like to eat something? Would you like to play something, right? You are suggesting. What are we going to, right? Means you're asking, not suggesting, right? What are we going to play? What are we going to eat? What are we going to watch? And then what do you think we should do? What do you think we should play, right? So asking. So we have one suggesting, would you like to? And then you're telling your preference, what you want versus what you don't want, right? Preference. I'd really like, or I'd like, or I'd really love to, or I'd love to, right? I'd rather. Now, this word I'd rather means I would do this but not this one. So, I'd rather eat a snake than my fingers or fingernails. I'd rather eat a snake than my fingernails. What does that mean? I'd rather eat a snake than my fingernails.
You didn't want to eat your fingernails.
Yes, but you can eat a snake, right? If someone give you a snake or your fingernails, which one would you eat? You would eat the snake, right? Because you don't want to eat your fingernails. So I'd rather means the preference again. What you would do or what you would not do, okay? So sometimes not want, sometimes it's what would you do, okay? That sounds good to me. That means agreeing, right? I think we should, maybe you disagree with the opinion of the others. If it were up to me, I would, what does that mean? If I can decide for everyone, I would do this, right? Or I would say we do this, right? Alright, do you understand, everyone? Easy peasy, right? Alright, let's go to the last page, Alright, so page 110, okay? So getting started. Fill in the words acting, cast, plot, action-packed, miss, must, effects, highly, and computer animated in the spaces provided in A, B, and C. Now let's go through the words first. What does the word acting mean? Very easy. That is the verb, right? Acting, to act. This is what actors do, the action. What is the word cast? C-A-S-T, cast. Can someone take a guess what the word cast means? Cast. Cast means the group of actors or the lists of actors who are in the movie. For example, if we are a movie right now, who are the cast members? Who are the casts in this movie? Miss Young, right? Miss Young is Miss Young, and then Kotick, Jenny, and Mr. Joe. We are all the cast in this movie. We are all the members, okay? So cast means members, the actors, okay? Plot, P-L-O-T. P-L-O-T. What does plot mean? Plot. Very good, Jenny. Plot means story, okay? The whole story. Plot means story. Now, in movies, they like to use another word. Please write this down on your book as well. They like to use the word synopsis. S-Y-N-O-P-S-I-S. Synopsis. Alright, a new word for you. Synopsis means plot or the story, okay? But synopsis means the order of the story, like what happened and then this happened and then the end, right? That's synopsis. Alright, action-packed. What does action-packed mean? Action-packed. I don't like this movie, it's so action-packed. I like to watch some romantic comedies or love stories. What is action-packed?
It is not real.
Yes, you can say it is not real because most action-packed movies, right? Too much fighting, right? Sometimes it's not real. The real meaning of action-packed is full of action. Full of action. Packed. Packed means full of something. Action-packed. Full of action. So if you say drama-packed movie, lots of drama, okay? Always crying, always fighting, right? Drama-packed. Comedy-packed movie. Very funny movie, right? Next one, miss. Miss means to miss out, right? You didn't get a chance to see it or to watch it. Miss, not the lady miss, okay? Must, right? Must, modal, right? Should. Effects. What does effects mean? Effects. Right? Give me some kinds of effects in a movie. If you cannot explain, just give me some kind of effects in the movie. Sound effects, right? Light, right? What else? Makeup, right? Makeup. Special effects, right? So effects means things that they put into movies that might not be in the movie itself, right? When they are taking the videos, right? They will not play the music and then take a video, right? They will add the video. They will add the music after the whole movie, right? All right. Highly. Highly means very. Okay. Computer animated means made in computers. Okay. Animated means made to move in computers. Okay. All right. So number 1, Finding Nemo is a brilliant blank film from Pixar and Disney. Finding Nemo is a brilliant. Do you know Finding Nemo? Yes? The clownfish, right, who was lost in sea. So Finding Nemo is a brilliant acting, brilliant cast, brilliant plot, brilliant action-packed, brilliant miss, brilliant must, brilliant effects, brilliant computer animated film. Very good. The number 1 is computer animated. Long word, right? Computer animated. COMPUTR animated ANIMATED. Animated means cartoons usually. Okay, next one. Watch Marlin, a clownfish, on an adventure to find his son, Nemo, after he's taken by a diver. A funny and touching film with a great plot. Very good. A great story, right? Don't it. Very good. Don't miss it. Right? Don't miss the chance of watching it. Don't miss it. Alright. Part B. The Return of the King is the final part in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Alright, stop there. The word trilogy, does anybody know the word trilogy? Trilogy. Trilogy. Do you know that word, trilogy? So a trilogy means 3-part. So a trilogy movie is a 3-part movie. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So Lord of the Rings has 3 movies, right? Right? And then The Return of the King is the final part. So this is the final part, the 3rd movie. Can you think of some movies that has 3 parts as well? I think The Hunger Games 3 parts or 4 parts? 3 parts basically, right? The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and the last one is split into 2, A and B, right? So it's also a trilogy. Harry Potter, is Harry Potter a trilogy? Harry Potter, is that a trilogy? Is it 3-part movie? No, right? Harry Potter has like 8, I think, or 10 movies, right? So that's not a trilogy. That we call a episode or a series or a franchise, okay? So trilogy means 3-part. You can think of tree, right? Okay. Frodo and Sam are on their way to Mount Doom to destroy the ring. An incredible film with an all-star All-star means talking about the actors, right? So all-star cast. Very good, Jenny. All-star cast. All-star cast and great special effects. Very good. Special effects. Good work. And this is a see. This is a must see. A must see. All right. C, part C, let's go answer it. Russell Crowe stars in Gladiator as a Roman general who is betrayed and becomes a gladiator to get revenge. And blank film with incredible battle scenes. Very good, action-packed. Because we have battle, right? Action. An action-packed film with incredible battle scenes and amazing action-packed scenes and amazing. What words haven't we used? We've used cast, we've used plot, we've used action-packed, we've used miss, we've used must, we've used effects. High and amazing highly?
Amazing.
An amazing highly or amazing acting?
Amazing acting.
Acting, very good.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend means I recommend it very much, right? Highly. Highly recommended. Very good. So check your answers. Number 1 for part A, computer animated. 2 is plot. Number 4, cast. Number 5, effects. 6, must. 7, action-packed. 8, acting. 9, highly. All right, let's move on to part 2, okay? So which of the phrases does the writer use to recommend these films? Which phrases? We have 3 phrases he used to recommend.
Highly.
Highly recommended, right? So we have highly recommended. What else?
Don't miss it.
Right, don't miss it.
Must see.
Right, must see. So this is all in the end of the review, right? Why is it at the end of the review? Because they want to remind, right? To remind the readers. This is what happened to the story. At the end, boom, you should go see it, right? So after reading all the review, the last part is you should go see it. Sometimes people will not read everything, right? They will just read the last part. Yeah, some people do that. And so if they see this at the last part, don't miss it. That means you should go and watch it. Highly recommended means I recommend you to watch it. Or it's a must-see means you should see it, right? All right, now let's move on to part 3. Let's look closer. Read the rubric, then read the review. What information does the writer give for points 1 to 4, which are type or title of the film, cast or the characters, setting, and the plot summary. Summary, what does summary mean? Summary. Summary. Make it short, okay? Summarize, right? To make the story in a short form so everyone can understand what will happen.
The whole
but
thing.
The whole thing. But is it really the whole thing?
No.
No.
A sentence that is about the whole thing.
Right. So for example, I ate a bad apple and fell sick. Now this is my sentence summary, okay? This is my summary. But my story is, one day I went to the supermarket and I saw a very delicious apple. I put the apple in my bag and forgot it for 5 days. The next 5 days I was hungry when I went to school. And then I look into my bag. I see the apple. I smell the apple. The apple smelled good. And I thought it was still okay to eat. So for lunchtime after 5 days of my apple in my bag, I ate the apple. The next day I fell sick. Right? Such a long story, right? All I can say was I ate a bad apple and fell sick. Full stop. Alright? So this is a summary of what I just said, right? So a plot summary is a review, right? A plot summary is a review. You don't tell the whole thing. Right? You don't tell the whole thing. Just the outline. Outline. For example, if I draw a butterfly, right? I draw a butterfly. Is this really how a butterfly looks like? No, right? Butterflies have so many details, right? But I only use the outline of a butterfly, the line outside, right? outline. So this is what I mean by the outline of the story, around the story, what generally happened, but not everything, okay? All right, so let's read it. The Last Samurai, number 1 already, right? The Last Samurai is a brilliant action adventure film. So that is the type of film, action adventure. Directed by Edward Zwick. Tom Cruise stars as Nathan Algren. Already talked about the cast, the director, and Tom Cruise, the actor, and Nathan Algren, the character. So very quick, right? Very quick. An American Civil War hero who goes to Japan to fight the samurai. He is captured by the samurai leader, Katsumoto, played by Ken Watanabe. Again, another actor, right? And then Katsumoto is the character. And then this is the who goes to Japan to fight the samurai until captured by the leader. That is the plot summary, right? You just 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. Don't say the whole story. All right? Understand? Fantastic action scenes, amazing acting, and great story. So this is your feelings part. If you haven't seen it, this superb film, don't miss it. That's a recommendation part. Sometimes if you don't recommend it, right? You say it's a terrible movie. Don't go see it, right? Okay. Now, number 5 is your turn. Number 5 is your turn, right? So for number 5, we have your homework to do. Part 5. We have A and B. We have A and B. We have homework to do. So on your workbook, I know there is 2 pages. So take the chance to do both of them, A and B, okay? So on your workbook, you have page 5 and page 6. All right? For page 5, try to do the part A, Part A. Answer the questions of your pen friend. Where can you find the prompts? On page 110. On page 110, this is part A, right? In your last letter from your pen friend, he asks you questions. Please reply to your pen friend on page 105. At least 80 words, okay? 80 words. Understand? And then for page 6, you will do another letter to another pen friend. You can make up your own, okay? Part B. So you have your introduction, your main body, and your conclusion at the end, okay? Understand? So this is about a film review, okay? You can ask your friend what kind of movies they want, what kind of movies did they watch recently, etc. Okay, do you understand how to do your homework? Yes or no? Alright, so let me just explain it again. So part A is a reply to your friend. In your last letter, you said that you like going to the cinema. What was the last film you saw? Was it good? Did you like it? Write and tell me about it. So you can think of any movie that you saw, maybe Jurassic Park, or maybe Frozen 2, right? 80 to 100 words, again, like the review on here, right? Like the review on page 110, similar to that. But of course, make it personal because this is your friend. And then for part B, you follow the plan down below. Very easy to do that, right? The plan. Alright, so that's it for today, everybody. We've done page 108 and 110 on our student book. Remember, we were talking about the theater and the movies. If you need some help, please go back to the 2 pages we've done today and refer to everything, or 3 pages actually. Refer to all of them, okay? They're all important. And then on your workbook, right? 5 and 6, part A, part B. If you don't have enough pages, don't have enough space, you can use a piece of paper, put it in here, and then close your book. I will check them, okay? And of course, if you haven't done your homework, please finish all your homework. I will check them very soon, alright? If you need help, refer to the recordings, the videos, or your student books, okay? Alright everyone, so that's it for today. We did our PET class, okay? Should be this book, page 108 until 110. Alright, thank you very much. Please finish your homework and I hope to see you again next lesson. Thank you.